Good evening. The year was 2000 and we had a V12 7 Series built of quality materials that are all NLA 25 years later. This car is being a pain in the ass. It's putting up a hell of a fight. We've got an oxygen sensor code on Bank 1 postcat. New sensors, swap the DMEs, swap the MAFs, check all the wiring. We've tried 3 O2 sensors, all Bosch. You can't get genuine anymore. And we continue to have this code, and it comes up after like 30 minutes of driving around 45 miles per hour. It is driving us nuts. All we need to do with this car is smog it and pre-delivery inspect it and finally deliver it to its owner, who has been patiently waiting now since November. And we just cannot figure out this O2 sensor issue. So last thing we've tried today, we did the MAFs, or did the DMEs yesterday, swap banks 1 and 2. The M73 V12 runs on 2 DMEs to the same part number. I did not know if it would even start or run hot swapping them between the banks, but it did. It didn't seem to care. That made no impact. The fault still returned on bank 1. And obviously we've swapped the sensor, we've replaced the sensor. Cats themselves are probably NLA from BMW. It will let me order them for an exorbitant price, but I doubt they exist, and it's multiple thousands of dollars. So it's not an efficiency code. It's just oxygen sensor post-cat bank 1. It's kind of a generic code. I think it's 5C, something like that. So I kind of just ran out of energy, and I said, swap the MAFs, see what happens. You know, we can swap the intake boots, swap the MAFs, we could swap injectors. There's no limit of last-ditch efforts that we can try. But since swapping the MAFs, Martin did a couple loops around the shop. No faults have returned. I drove it home tonight via In-N-Out, which is a lot of idling and moving through the parking lot, and no faults have returned. I haven't scanned it, but there's no light. So tomorrow I predict I'll see a service engine soon light on the way to the shop. I would love to see that fault code move to bank 2 so we can isolate it to the MAF. This has just been a nightmare. I've talked to 2 other shops, given them the symptoms, given them the procedures and diagnostic attempts or diagnostic work that we've done so far. And they're like, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe change the cat, try to change the DMEs, but if switching them doesn't make a difference, I don't think changing them is gonna make a difference either. Very, very, very frustrating. It is paint corrected, it is ceramic coated, it is beautiful, it is ready to go to its owner, and we're just fighting with this. We've got to get it smogged and registered because registration's expired. In and out for dinner, some Seinfeld. We're going through old Facebook photos tonight, just hanging out. Tomorrow back in there. Today was hell, to be honest with you. It's all of these projects with these 1 in a million situations that we all have to deal with at once here. So the check engine oil level thing on that black 540 I had the other night. I had Martin check all the wiring between the oil level sensor and the DME and the light module and the cluster. As he pulls the DME out and disconnects it, the DME is drenched in oil, completely soaked. Why? The Vano solenoids have failed internally and are pumping engine oil straight into the DME and throughout the entire engine harness. So the solution to that, of course, is 2 new Vano solenoid seals, engine wiring harness. This is like thousands of dollars and hours of labor to change this stuff. It's a 22-year-old car with 140-some thousand miles on it. Kind of unacceptable, but I'm very thankful that I changed my solenoids with the timing chains and guides. Just preventatively, I thought I have this part out. It's relatively affordable, but more importantly, available at this time. So let's just get it done. And thank God, because these parts won't exist in 10 years. And when it happens next, well, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to buy a Tesla. That is it for tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. We wrap up this week. My M5 is clean. I couldn't be in my office anymore today. There was too much stuff going on. I had to get out, just detune a little bit and embrace the therapy of car cleaning. So both of them are relatively presentable. I'll drive one of them, probably the M5, home tomorrow night for the weekend, which I very much look forward to. Hope you guys had a good Thursday. We'll speak tomorrow on Friday. Good night.